Guys, I get it. I'm all for black people any day, anytime. I stand for black people. But I know black people how they are. And I know them for who they are. And I know how they act. I know their limitations in society, economically, financially. And without any fear of favor, without any fear of contradiction, and without any fear of black people attacking me being emotional about this, I'll be the first one to say it. And I don't even consider myself a clever black. I can never be. This is just honesty. South Africa will collapse without white people. If black people we decided to chase all white people from South Africa, this country will go down the drain, will go to the shitholes, will go to the dogs. I'll be the first one to say that and admit it. And I will tell you why. I will tell you why. But firstly, let me start by telling you guys something. Black people, we have our advantages in society, but we don't have what it takes to keep the society running. We don't have what it takes to keep the society together, to manage the society. We don't have it. We don't have the companies to hire more black people to work for a salary so they can continue buying food, buying clothes, taking care of themselves. We don't have big farms where we hire more black people to come and produce and to come and farm and work the land and mass produce fruit and vegetables. We don't have them. Let's not be delusional. Because if you're gonna come here, you wanna disagree, just know you are limited in your thinking. Open your thinking. Here we are talking about serious things. Because what are we as a country, South Africa? And for you to prove this, you know what you must do? Go check the top 20 richest people of South Africa. Majority of those is white people, not black people. The top richest people in South Africa, the people who own these food products you eat, these supermarkets you love so much, you're trying to tell people don't buy from foreigners, buy from these supermarkets. Those supermarkets which you are saying people must buy from, they're not owned by black South Africans. They're owned by white Europeans, white people. So that's what I'm talking about. Because who's going to be waiting there if the white people decide to close? Where are those people who are going to lose all those jobs in all these different malls with different shops owned by black people? It's a few shops owned by black people. It's a free big supermarket owned by, majority is owned by outsiders, Europeans, white people. So if you decided you want to chase all these people out, you want to fight them so bad, like you don't need them, you just want black people so bad because of Pan-Africanism, you are moving the wrong way. The country is going to collapse. It's going to fall down. And I'm not even trying to be sympathetic to white people. I'm not even trying to be that white person who's going to be trying to defend white people. There's a lot of horrible things white people do and have done to black people. Horrible. But here we are talking about the now, the current moment. Majority of you people who are watching this video, you will be lying if you disagree that in your business, wherever you work at, in your company, the company you work at, whatever it is, corporate, factories, manufacturing, whatever, retail, wherever you work for a white company owned by white people. If not white people, owned by an Indian family. If not an Indian family, owned by a Jewish family. If not that, is not owned by black South Africans. Only a few will say where they work, they're working for black people. And shout out to those black people who are working for black people, and shout out to the black people who employ black people. It's admirable, but not many of you watching this video will say that. You can't say that because you know it's not. It wouldn't be true. The companies you work at, these beautiful malls you go every day, no kibela ma taxi, every taxi rank, no kibela ma taxi, MTN, going to the malls, beautiful malls, working for these companies. It's not black owned. So that's what I'm talking about. But these people, you won't just chase them and they leave these companies. They will go with them. They will collapse these companies. They'll go with the farms that are mass producing fruits and vegetables. They'll collapse them. They'll collapse a lot of companies that are helping out. They will collapse them to the core collapse. And then how many people will go starving? Black people. How many black people will lose jobs? How many black people will go starving just because you hated white people so much? And I'm not even saying you can't hate them, but to the point where like, hi, white people must go, we just want to be left alone. No. You can be wanna united with black people is fine. Pan-Africanism. There's nothing wrong with that. I agree. But if you as black people, you wanna decide Pan-Africanism, you wanna unite together, allow also other races to unite alone. Don't force yourself onto them. Let them do their own things. Because then what happens when they wanna come and be involved in our Pan-Africanism, in our black unity? What happens? Then we're gonna say, they're infiltrating. Hey, us, we're gonna be like sell out. So if you don't want them to come and interfere in our black things, why are you going to them, trying to force yourself into their things? Let them be. Let them open their own schools. Let them be. Let them do them. Let them do their own things. So it is what it is. Like, as South Africa, is democracy here. The benefit of democracy is because hey, please what? No ways. So that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Zokala. So many black people must be aware when they continue with this thing. White people must go back to Europe. They're gonna go with the companies that you work at. They are gonna go with all these alcohol brand companies. You are always buying, drinking. But because they're making money, maybe they will leave those companies. They'll leave the alcohol and let you starve. They'll leave you with alcohol while they capitalize on you buying a lot of alcohol. Ngapa, they're closing down their retails and they're not employing people, and you can't find food. You're only left to go buy a makula. The same makula you wanna chase. So this is a color blindly. Many black people also color, they will cry when they decide to chase all these white people, because your favorite brands, yeah, against us talk. And then they will be forced to let America intervene. And they will sanction South Africa like they did when they sanctioned Zimbabwe. I'm not saying white people are saints. They are far from that. I will never defend white people trying to say they are saints. I'm just saying, be careful what you wish for as black people. Me, I'm all for black people, like you know me. I'm all for that. But to the point whereby you wanna decide white people, they must all go. Me, I won't stand with that. I won't stand with that, and I'm not even trying to say they're superior. They like the things they do, we can't do them. We can't do them, but who is doing them now? Pella, we can't plan, we can't sit here and say how we're gonna do these things when they go. Do them now. You wanna do them when they go? So there's no alternative. Hey, foreigners must go, they close plaza. We're gonna start when they go. Start now. Let's see what you can do now. Then when they go, yours is already up. You wanna start when they're gone. What if you don't sustain it? So that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying much. But it is what it is. You can tell us what you think. Thank you very much.